Hello there, this is New Vision TV and this is the Handshake with me, Lynn Komjisha. What's happening in your business, what's happening in the economy is what we look at here with my colleague Paul Busharizi, who helps me understand these things. This gentleman is a business analyst and a journalist, and trust me, some of these things you really need to pay attention to. Paul, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, we have a number of Ugandans in diaspora. And recently, I was hearing complaints that they send money and somehow it does not benefit the economy. Now, it has been said that it is Uganda is going to launch a diaspora investment trust. What is that?
Well, investment trust, as I suggest, would be something. So you would you'd buy a unit. They call it a unit trust in that trust. So you'd buy a unit. Let's just say a unit.
What is that?
I'm coming.
Okay.
So for example, they say, you know, in this trust, if you a unit is 10,000 shillings, and every year we shall appraise you of how it's going up or down. It's an investment. So, you know, if each unit, let's just say each unit trust is 10,000 shillings, and you buy, let's say, 100, you'd have spent 1,000,000 shillings. Okay. So the owners or the promoters of the trust would then take this money and invest it in various things. Many times before they ask for your money, they'll let you know what you're going to invest in, this, that, and the other, with the hope that after a year or two of several, you'd have seen some appreciation of your 10,000.
So is this like buying shares of sorts?
Yes, it's like buying shares. It's like buying shares in that you share the risk. If the investment doesn't go down, it doesn't go up, you take the loss. Or if the investment goes up, you share in the profit. So it's, in that sense, it's like shares.
So they are investing their money into something they don't know?
No. So what will happen many times is that the trust would, it can despecialize. So it can say that we're going to invest in real estate. So they say, we'll take your money and we'll invest it in real estate in Uganda. The returns, whatever comes out, we shall remit to you, or you shall see the appreciation of your unit trust going up. Then at some point, you can sell and the profit. They can say we're going to invest only in agriculture. Or they can, so they'll let you know beforehand what this money is going to be used for.
Also, they will tell them what.
Exactly.
Can this be in multiple investments?
It can be, yeah. It just depends on what the promoters are. But the important thing about this, and we've been trying to do it for quite a while as a country. Other countries have it. I think Rwanda has this diaspora bond. They call them diaspora bonds in other places. These ones are going to choose a trust. But the usefulness of this is that many times our people in diaspora, for example, have they have money. They have some money, and they want to save, and they want to come back home one day, and they want to come back home when
they have something.
They have something. So it would be useful for them to buy a trust, for example. So imagine you're there for, let's just say, 10 years, and you're buying a trust, or you're buying unit trusts every so often. So when you come back, you'd have something to, not only have you been saving, but it's been appreciating. Okay. Then you can either liquidate and do something with it, or the other.
Wow. So why now? What have you been waiting for?
Exactly. I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, Ugandans have been in the diaspora forever.
Yeah.
I think my personal feeling is that government has had such a good time with access to finance from donors that they never thought of alternatives. And yet, one of the best ways to mobilize money is from your own people. I mean, they're the ones who have a real stake in the economy. True. A person who lends you money doesn't care whether your projects fail or not. He will get his return. For me, I have a real interest in this country as a Ugandan going ahead. So if I'm in New York or London or wherever, it's something that should be done. I think the mechanism, they've been slow to put it in place.
I have a friend who actually stays in one of those countries abroad, and he was telling me people back home think you have money. They're always asking for money. And I'm thinking, well, I mean, somehow it is, you guys, you know, pretend like you have the money. So why not? And talking of this, are these relatives and friends going to lose out?
Which ones?
The relatives of these people who are going to...
Who have been getting the money.
Yeah. now that they'll divert it to the trust?
Well, you know, I think in the short term they will. I mean, we've said it before in this program that there are only two ways to spend money. You either eat it or you invest it. So maybe these guys, diaspora people, have been sending money to be eaten. Now, if they send money for investment, hopefully they'll get more money, and then everyone will be a beneficiary. Even those who have been eating the money, they'll probably get more money. So
I would really hope so.
But I think it's a good way to, even as a country, to encourage your people who go abroad to come back.
True.
Because, you know, whatever they want to think, whatever they feel, wherever they are, they'll always be second-class citizens, in the sense that there will be limitations to what they can do, whether they even get citizenship. You know, God, even the color of their skin is just wrong. So many times people are stuck in the diaspora, not because they don't want to come back, but because they just think, what will I go back to? I have done nothing at home. I don't trust my relatives. I send money to build a house, and nothing happens. So this is an avenue to give them comfort that, look, put your money here. It's a credible, hopefully, it will be a credible investment trust thing. When you decide one day that you want to go back, you'll have money. You can maybe liquidate your trust and go and build, buy a house. You don't probably even won't need to build, and set yourself up back at home in a way that you're comfortable.
And respectable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. So our audience in the diaspora, I hope you know that, and I hope you can utilize the investment trust that is, you know, being set up soon. I don't know how soon though. Maybe
I think they're having a meeting this month or what, in the Netherlands, to talk about this kind of business.
Okay, so this should be this year, hopefully. So utilize that and make sure you have something back home for yourself when you return, so that you don't have those disappointments. There are people who come back and, you know, you hear that they've, you know, committed suicide because all the money they have been sending back home is nowhere. Is nowhere to be seen, and nothing has been put in place. So please take note of that investment trust coming up and make sure you utilize it. And thank you for watching the Handshake here. I tell you, this is where we bring you this information from. So always keep watching the Handshake and, of course, New Vision TV. I've been Lynn, and thank you, Paul.
You're welcome.